Hey guys, Aaron here. I've got a couple new knives to show you. And this is not going to be your typical overview of a new custom knife for me because of the fact that I have owned both of these knives, or really one of these knives in a version of the other before. Something that I have discovered in the last year or two that I've been doing this is that the custom knife world is very much a commodity based community. We buy and sell these things that we're collecting, sometimes to make money, sometimes to fund the next knife, sometimes to hook a buddy up because that we have something they want and they want it more than we do. Whatever the reasons for doing that are, it's fine. That's part of what we do. That's part of this community in general. And you know, who are we to judge what other people do with their things? But occasionally we make a mistake and we sell a piece that we did not fully understand how much we liked it, or for one reason or another why it was special to us in our collection. Now, the unfortunate thing is oftentimes these custom knives disappear into other people's collections, and that's the last we see of them. They don't resurface. They don't go back out on the market too terribly often. It is unusual that we have the chance to reacquire one of these knives. But when you do, I would recommend that you grab a hold of it as hard and as fast as you can, and you keep it. I bought this knife a little less than a year ago from Tough Thumbs. It is a Nightmare Ground MSC Mixed Rider Custom SnG concealed carry with carbon fiber, anodized titanium lock side, and I put a Peak Ray zirconium lock bar stabilizer. It's an old one. Dragon spine swedge here. It's not something that Mick's really doing anymore. Most of what he's doing right now are the all titanium standoffs, SNGs and SMFs. This is an oldie. Really smooth, really nice carry piece, and really special just because it has kind of the history of the Strider knives and line to it. And I love the ergos of a good Strider. I think it's one of the better designed knives on the market these days. And I originally bought it, and for one reason or another I sold it. I think it was to fund a watch at the time. And I have often said, if you ask some of my friends, I have told them that this is one of the 3 knives that I have ever owned and sold that I wish I could get back. Well, about a week or two ago, the guy that I sold it to listed it. He was liquidating a lot of his folders. He was getting into custom slip joints, trying to fund a Tony Bowes slip joint. And he had it listed. I don't remember what I sold it to him for, but I think he had it listed for less. So I liquidated another knife that wasn't as special to me and rebought it. So this is now the second time I have owned this particular Nightmare SnG, and it will not be leaving my collection this time. You can see the signature M Strider right there. So this is a special knife, and I am glad that I had the opportunity to get this knife back. The next knife is the Graham GT. I received a Graham GT from John Graham direct, one of my very first custom knives, and kept it for a long, long time, and eventually I let it go at last at Blade Show 2013 to a buddy of mine. And ironically enough, the circle of knifery, if you will, my original Graham is now owned by Tough Thumbs, who I bought that from originally. But that is one knife. Just the perfection in the carry package, how slim it is, how much blade it is, how well built it is, the fact that it has the tail clip, which I love, next to very few other pocket clips. The utility that's offered in this package, the quality that John puts into his knives, I missed it. I never should have let it go. I will openly say that. But I did. Jeff loves it. I believe he often says it is his favorite knife. So I don't anticipate being able to get that back from him. So, a local buddy of mine traded into this, and then traded me one of my other knives for this. And this is the Graham GT Tanto. It is the only GT Tanto, so that makes it pretty special. Stonewash blade. My old one was a satin blade, and I actually like the stonewash, so this was a nice upgrade for me. Bronze anode handles with sort of a tiger stripe pattern on it. And this thing's fantastic. It has sort of a mid-length lightning strike carbon fiber backspacer there, which is a really neat little touch. Very simplistic construction. I love the stop pin setup that John uses in these knives. Let's see if I can get it in focus. You can see it's an external stop pin that fits really securely into the hook under the flipper there. Pretty cool knife, and I'm really lucky that I was able to get back into one of these. If I ever had the opportunity to trade for my original, I would take it, but I don't think that's going to happen, so I'm happy to have this. But that's kind of the story, guys. The third knife, there's 3 knives that I wish that I had never gotten rid of, 2 of which, in one form or another, I've gotten back. The first one was my Nightmare SnG. Got it back. It's the same knife that I had before. That's very special. The second was my original Graham GT that I got direct from John. It's gone, and that's just kind of the luck of the draw, but I'm happy with what I have to replace it. And the third knife, which I will probably never see again, was the McGinnis that I scored direct from Jerry. I sold it. It was some of my spending money that I took to Blade Show, and since I sold it, I have not seen it resurface. Even if I did, I don't know if I would be able to come up with the capital to buy it back. And that's fine. You know, you can't win them all, but I feel very fortunate to have been able to get these 2 back. But that's it. I just wanted to show them to you guys. They are very special pieces, and I am really glad to have them back in my collection. As always, I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say and your comments on them. I love hearing what you guys think, and I appreciate your feedback. It feels nice to record a little bit longer of a video. Mine have been hitting at like 3 minutes recently, and I always think that's a little short. But I hope you're all well, and that's it. Aaron out of here.